Hi, I'm Caleb.
I'm Zach.
Welcome to the Stone Collective Podcast. We got another episode coming your way. I just want to say a couple things before we get started. If you're not of the age of 18, please fuck off. We can't afford any strikes, so just get to stepping. And the other thing is that everything you're about to see in this video is completely educational. We don't recommend anybody do anything, except smoke reefer, because shit's great.
Nothing is glorified, dude. We do not glorify any of this.
Yep, it's all educational and for mental health purposes for the most part. So if you are watching, don't forget to like and subscribe and enjoy the video.
Enjoy.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Stone Collective Podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Zach.
And we're both your hosts.
Hostesses.
With the mostesses. Anyway, it's going to be an actual podcast today. We're dropping the reaction thing for a little bit and just kind of see what catches a little bit more traction. We're going to talk about, gangbangin.
Hot topics in the news right now.
Yeah, well, I mean,
indictments is flying.
I don't want to make it sound cool, and I don't really want, I don't want to touch on it like these other podcast fucking YouTubers are doing, because,
we do not glorify it.
Yeah, we're not going to glorify it. I just actually kind of want to, explain it and bring some knowledge to light that not a lot of people know about. So, maybe if you watch this and you're thinking about, because you might watch this and be from a different type of area. You might be from Chicago, you might be from Baltimore, you might be from fucking LA, you might be from, you could even be from
Florida,
Virginia, you could be from Florida, you could be anywhere. I mean, we were even starting to get it in West Virginia. I mean, it's trickling down from the cities. I mean, because anywhere you can sell drugs, you're gonna get gangbanging. Because I mean, what supplies the gang with their money?
Drug dealing. Drugs. Gangbanging.
Gangbanging. So, kind of the first thing I want to do is just kind of I want to go over this Young Thug thing and just kind of read it for myself, because I actually haven't looked too into it either, because honestly I didn't even know Young Thug was rapping about that stuff in his lyrics, because I don't listen to Young Thug, I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I had seen an article a couple years ago with him in it, and he was wearing female ultra skinny jeans.
Oh, bro, I'm fucking up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This was, after that, I can't, what I don't understand is,
that's not why I don't listen to him, but yeah, it's a...
The individuals that are in the rap scene, right? The only thing that they talk about is females, drugs, selling drugs, killing people, cheating on their girl, dressing super fly, and if you ain't making money, then you ain't nothing, right? But these rappers are behind the scenes doing some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Boosie told on himself, right? He rapped about the stuff that he did, and he was actually on death row for a while. He was done.
He beat his murder case.
He beat his murder charges because he was rapping about what he was doing, because they feel like they need to solidify and they need to be relevant to prove that they're this gangster person, so they rap about these murders that they're doing.
People like
gangs.
People like Boosie, I feel like they're not doing it to necessarily, solidify their because they're already concrete based in the hood. Their name is there. That's why Boosie beat his murder case, because he did so much. He gave so much back to where he was from. Yeah, he did a lot of dirt.
You see, Webby, he went right back to the streets. Came from the streets with Boosie, went to the rap game, went right back to the streets.
That's because Webby fell off hard. Anyway, Boosie, I feel like, and MO3 and all them, they're just trying to tell their story and put it out there. Because MO3 didn't even he talked about certain stuff and he told his stories, but that was already public information. You know what I'm saying? He didn't try to snitch on himself. He was gangbanging. He was trying to get out the hood. He was from fucking, I think, Memphis. And, Memphis is really, really shitty place. Yeah. I don't really care where you're from. It's like the skid mark of the gangbang territories.
Skid mark. It's a snail trail.
Bro, it's bad. I stayed at a hotel out there once on my way back from California because I drove across the country to come back home from when I was in the military. And I stayed in Memphis one time. My homie told me not to. He said, just drive past. He said, I don't care how tired you are. He said, just keep going. I didn't listen. And
I didn't listen.
It was like, I don't know, 12 in the morning, something like that. And I was tired as fuck. So I pulled over. You know, I was driving like 15 hours at this point.
What were you driving in?
My Nissan Sentra.
Okay, you were in a car.
Mm-hmm. It was a nice one. It was a 2012. It was 4 years old at this point. This was 2016. So I stayed in this hotel for a couple hours. I didn't even stay the whole night. I wasted like $150 at this Motel 6. I didn't know what part of Memphis I was in.
I just seen a Motel 6. That's it. That's all I can tell you.
And I grabbed my cat and we went up in that bitch.
Oh, you drove with your cat? That's not
all the way across country.
Nice.
R.I.P. But she, I went up, stayed in my room, and I just went right to sleep because I was tired. I didn't really care about anything. The fucking TV was like this fucking big. You know what I mean? It was old, and like the reception and all that stuff was crappy. So I just go to sleep, and I wake up to people running up and down the balcony, loud as fuck, just running up and down. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Next thing you know, you hear
Was it gunshots?
No, it was my fucking somebody knocking on my door.
Oh shit.
And then so I go to open my door.
Did you look at the people?
No, I just opened that shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, cause man, I ain't had no kids, no wife, nothing. I just had a cat. I was fearless. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't have no gun or nothing. I think I had a knife.
Oh shit.
But a knife is honestly more effective than a gun if you are face to face with your attacker. Like in my car, I shouldn't probably tell you how I'd fuck with you, like if you tried to rob me at my car, but you just gotta be faster than me, which is probably impossible, and I smoke hella weed, so good luck.
Quick draw McGraw.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened at the door?
So I fucking opened the door, nobody there. Nothing, nobody in sight.
Were they just ding dong ditching motherfuckers?
I don't know what they were doing. But the next thing I know, I wake up to it again. Same thing happens, open the door, whatever, nobody's there. So then like somebody was like running up and down the balcony, I think, and it woke me up a third time. And when I opened the door, there was nothing but cop lights all over the parking lot. And I said, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I am out of here. I said, fuck this. It's like 3 a.m., man. I didn't even make it like 3-4 hours in that bitch. And because you know shit feels long while you're sleeping and you keep woken up, you know what I mean? You don't know what time it is or nothing. I get in my car, it's like 3:30. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
God damn.
I was like, so I drove another 2 hours away from Tennessee.
Get the fuck up out
well,
of there.
it was still Tennessee. It was like Greenville. It was like, I stayed right by Tennessee and Virginia, like right on 81.
God damn. Yeah, you always see a lot of war stories on the news from a lot of killings and stuff, you know, happening down there. Baton Rouge.
Memphis is bad.
You got Memphis. I mean, honestly, Florida. Recently, Florida's been taking hits, man. Taking hella hits, but it's all these, once again, these young rappers that are smoking all their ops and fucking rapping about it. Bodies after bodies after bodies.
And if you stop killing each other, you'll stop dying.
Right? If you stop killing each other, you'll stop dying. What I don't understand is these dudes, right? Everyone screams for equality and all these cops have been killing people and stuff. No. We are killing ourselves. The black men are killing other black men. That's what's going on. That's what needs to fucking stop. But hey, you gonna do what you gonna do. At the end of the day.
Yeah, people do what they want to do. I mean, I've been through it. I've tried to help my friends not be junkies anymore. Man, it's one of the hardest fucking jobs in the world. I feel like,
especially like social work. Man, them social workers get underpaid, bro. They need a pay raise and a gun. Well,
I mean, shit. Texas got the open carry joint now.
West Virginia does.
Yeah, I think they've been at it.
What? Oh yeah, for like fucking 6 years now. Well, anyway, one other thing I want to tell y'all to stop fucking doing or don't think about doing, and that is selling drugs. Stop selling drugs, unless it's pot. I mean, I'm not saying you should do anything illegal, but if you are gonna do it, just sell pot, because like you're not gonna really create. Stop fucking with pot, man. If I catch any of you people, I'm not threatening nobody and I'm not doing nothing illegal, but I might make your face red if I catch you fucking up with some cartridges or something, with some shit that's gonna kill somebody.
Well, I don't understand what's killing these people is the individuals that are fucking with this fentanyl shit. That's what's really fucking killing people, and people are putting fentanyl on everything.
People are putting
everything.
Harder drugs, or like they're fucking with the chemical in the cartridge. And
getting you addicted.
It's like vitamin E or something like that. It's not even getting them addicted, it's just like it's killing them. That's why the cartridges are killing people.
Don't get bootleg cartridges. I mean, it's hard. Sometimes you have to. I guess, you know what I'm saying?
If you got an actual reliable source that the source is willing to prove where they get their shit from and can show you actual evidence of them, you know, getting this, because like,
instead of packing them themselves,
you know, this ain't no sprayed shit. I got a little story to tell you. I was in the other part of West Virginia talking to my uncle, and he got some pot from one of the local people, and I brought some of my weed with me, and he was like, here, smell this bag, and I smelled it. I was like, man, that don't fucking smell right. Like, it didn't smell like pot. It almost smelled like wax.
Do you think maybe, did you smoke it?
I didn't touch any of it.
I wonder if it was either CBD.
My weed's better.
I know people that have been buying CBD.
It smelled funky as fuck. And
he
said when he smoked it, it tasted like soap. So I was like, bro, smell my weed. I had him smell my grinder, you know, and he was like, okay, yeah, it smells like good weed. And then I was like, all right, smell your bag. And he put his nose in his bag. He went, oh. I said, yeah, man.
What are people doing? This is what I don't get, right? If you sell drugs, to me it would make sense, right? Instead of getting somebody, right?
They're trying to get a cheaper product and make it stronger, just like heroin. They're doing the same thing, and then they're charging y'all $50, $60 an eighth for this shit. Like, come on, man. You shouldn't be paying more than $35, to be honest with you, these days. To be completely real for you, because like,
once these dispensaries started open more readily around places, it's like it pushed the quality of people that sold on the streets. It made them sell better stuff, or
they're gonna lose clients.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, people will buy some boo-boo, but no one wants to snicker fritz. Like, if you don't have...
And what's the point in doing it when you can just go to fucking DC? You want to be a drug dealer, bro? You gotta travel. I mean, these are rules. You gotta go out of town to get the cheaper bag. You want a good quality and you want a cheaper bag, you need to go where the dispensaries are, because they're just throwing the shit away.
This is the thing. People, alright, so people don't want to have to work, right? So selling drugs is so much easier. But if you're a lazy individual, if you try to go the cheap route or the easy route, then your quality on your stuff is going to be fucking shit. People will take the CBD weed and try to pass that off as some other shit. People sell fucking fake coke. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are selling fake stuff now. It's like, if you're going to sell, wouldn't you want to sell long term instead of getting somebody for $50, $100, $150 now?
No, because all these broke motherfuckers are worried about the quick cash. That's why you got so many fucking crack and heroin dealers. Shit, they don't care what it's doing to the people. They just care about what it's doing to the And then when it gets in their pocket, they're running around selling it. They're running around, spending it on all kinds of shit. They're buying cars. You're gonna go out and buy fucking apartments and houses and fake your documents because then and you think you're getting away with it, which is funny, but you're not getting away with it. You're getting away with it. They're letting you get away with it so they can come in and indict you. And then once you hit an indictment, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I never thought I'd be in this position. And then you're gonna see your name. It's gonna be your name versus the United States
of America.
And you're gonna go, oh my God, this is really real. And then they're gonna be like, well, you should tell somebody. And then you're gonna tell somebody. You're going to.
With that whole case with Young Thug, I think there's 27, 28 individuals that were indicted.
It said 28. All right, I guess we can
28
into that. So I got it pulled up here. We can we'll reach on out. Let him. The district attorney is issuing a message to Atlanta rapper Young Thug and others after he's charged with racketeering. The charge stems from what prosecutors allege occurred through the accumulation of a street gang. They say he founded.
No, there you go. So you're.
Oh, okay. I'll just redo it. Cut all that shit out. The district attorney is issuing a message to Atlanta rapper Young Thug and others after he was charged with racketeering. The charge stems from what prosecutors allege occurred through the accumulation of a street gang they say he founded and is believed to be responsible for a string of multiple murders and shootings over roughly a decade.
10 years. So they've been for the past 10 years, what the state's attorney and what the prosecutor, what they've been doing is watching everything. People that you've been talking to, people you've been messaging to, people you've been in the music videos with, right? Anything that you talk about, anything that you say has been getting put in a binder and just started accumulating more and more and more and more for the past 10 fucking years. And when they come, it's not like around the state, they're gonna come right then and there. The feds will sit, wait, watch, and let you fuck yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what they did. That's what they did to Young Thug. I'm just gonna go ahead and call it. That's what they're gonna do to Dirk. Dirk's gonna be, but at least Dirk knows.
If you're in a position where you're really making money, right? There's absolutely no need to not only go out and kill people and commit all these crazy crimes. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. As long as you yourself know where you're at in your heart and where you're willing to take things and where you stand, that's all that matters. Trying to get the approval and the positive opinion from everybody is never going to work. Regardless if you're doing so good or if you're under the bridge, people are always going to hate on you. So you going out there putting your life in jeopardy just to get the approval from somebody else, at the end of the day, the only thing that's going to happen is you are going to be negatively affected. It's crazy.
That's what a lot of you guys need to understand. If gangbanging it resided off of a neighborhood trying to protect itself from other enemies. That's it. Dirk and them, they came out of a neighborhood. That's why they belong to the certain group, because it's their block, their neighborhood, their apartment complex. You know what I mean? It's FBG Duck, fucking Nipsey Hustle. Nipsey Hustle grew up on a rolling 60th Street, so he became a 60s because that's who grew up with. But if you look at Nipsey Hustle versus Lil Durk, you got Lil Durk might be respected in the streets of Chicago, but he's not really respected by anybody else. I mean, nobody, if he goes to prison, a lot of you people that say you're a fan of him really aren't going to fucking care in 10 years or even a year after he goes to jail. You got to think, though,
someone like that goes to prison, if you're on the opposite side, you're going to have a bullet on your head. You know what I'm saying? Taking you out, you are going to be number one. Like,
Yep.
fuck yeah. If a famous rapper comes in and he's an op, right, as people say now, if he's an op, oh my God.
I think a lot of you guys should have learned from the Nipsey Hustle thing that any of you can be touched.
Anybody.
That was Nipsey fucking Hustle. You know what I mean? Like,
see, that's why I say, even if you're doing good, right? Even if you're doing good for the community, you're out of the fuck shit. You're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? If you are a poster child for your area, for your community, right? And someone's gonna kill you out in broad daylight, right there. That just goes. People are out there. I mean, shit. Look at fucking XXX. Like, you know what I'm saying? His homeboy, broad daylight.
you got X, you got
Pop
Smoke. Pop Smoke was kind of stupid. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care if you're a Pop Smoke fan or not, but he dissed a whole like gang of people and then like posted his location and didn't have any security at his gang. You know what I mean? So,
like Nipsey Hustle, the fucking New York State or the Los Angeles police chief spoke at his funeral, giving him accommodations. The fucking Young Dolph got a whole street, you know what I mean, dedicated from the mayor, because of all they might have came up, but it was their area and it was their neighborhood, and they realized that it's better for their people if they kind of do what they gotta do to get out of the hood for a minute, and then, you know what I mean, make a name in a rap career. But Young Dolph wasn't doing this shit anymore. Nipsey Hustle wasn't really doing this shit anymore. I mean, they might have been. You're just never gonna know about it because that's who they were. And you know what I mean? Like Snoop Dogg. All these motherfuckers gained a position of power, and then they use that power to take it back and give, you know, knowledge to, you know what I mean, little youngins or little jits or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Like, that's what you should be doing. And that's like, if you want to call yourself a big homie, that's what big homies do. Like, it's you gotta, that's how it all started. You know what I mean? And then it got all these bigger position of power people started getting locked up, and the younger generations started taking over. And I'm talking from the start of the 70s. This is like younger generations of the 80s when Meech and all them got fucking locked up and
that
shit.
was in the early mid 2000s. Larry Hoover's been locked up. You know what I'm saying? You got to think of all the individuals that started all these gangs and organizations. All the tops are locked up. They're in prison. But the way, like he said, the way everything originated was individuals in the community protecting themselves from others,
yep,
as a brotherhood, as a unit. You know what I mean? And then the way that things originally started getting watered down. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And now it's, I mean, really, the Bloods and the Crips, you know what I'm saying, out on the West Coast, they actually came to a conclusion, more or less. You get what I'm saying? A truce. And this was, I mean, it's all over the internet. It happened years ago.
And just because you're banging blood on the east side doesn't mean you can go out west and bang blood, because they hate each other. They fucking hate us. They hate us out west because the West Coast, well, that's what I was kind of talking about, like the 70s and type shit, because like that's when the Bloods and the Crips were really created, back when the housing projects really started coming up in Los Angeles way back generations ago. So like they brought up and they started forming this gang, this organization to try to protect their neighborhood from police brutality, because that was a big thing because of the whole racist thing. I know, like, we don't really have to deal with it as much. It's still there, a big part, but it wasn't as big as it was back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, or even the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, it started to fade away in the 2000s. It's still here, and it's probably getting a little worse again.
Oh, yeah, it's only growing. It's only getting worse.
But that's why they started these organizations, to protect each other from police brutality. You know what I mean? And in the 90s, when that fucking, what was his name? The dude that got beat down over a traffic stop. Yeah. It was Dr. Dre's homeboy or something.
L.A. King. King. Rodney King.
Rodney King.
Rodney King.
Was it Rodney King?
I think it was Rodney King. I might be wrong. No, I'm wrong. It's beating, yeah. 3 decades after Rodney King's beating, police formed. Yeah. Yeah, it was Rodney King. 30 years after Rodney King.
Yeah, LAPD. Yeah, alright, so it was Rodney King. Rodney King got beat down in the middle of the street, and that's when the Bloods and the Crips,
And the riots.
tied their flags and all that shit together and started, you know what I mean, just kind of going after the police because they were the problem. It wasn't like, but the leaders of the Bloods and the Crips, the big guys, the ones that started the shit, they got locked up. And when they went away, all the younger cats started taking over and taking it to a whole different ballgame. You know what I mean? They were selling everything under the sun. They were beefing with another neighborhood over nothing. You know what I mean?
It's
like
colors and blocks, and this is
you're killing somebody else because another dude fucked another dude's girl.
It's not only that.
Like
it's
a lot of it starts from that dumb shit. It's stupid.
Now
shit.
it's in LA where all this kind of really started. It's still over blocks, right? So now these blocks are super famous because of that. So you're still fighting over these said blocks, but it's bigger than what it actually is. How is something start over these certain blocks over here? Look how much it's watered down coming this way, though. You know what I'm saying? Now there's so many drive-by still. So you see someone on the wrong corner, they're getting fucking shot. If you fucking someone's girl, you getting shot. Obviously, that's a fucking given, anyways. But colors, you gotta think, right? The people that are actually in power, right? The people that are in the limelight. There's Bloods and Crips that work together all the time. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg, he's a Crip. Lil Wayne, he's a Blood. They work together.
I listen to a lot of gangbanging music.
I mean, a lot of people do. I feel like it's what plays a lot in most stuff, anyways.
It's gangbanging music with a message, though.
He says gangbanging music with a message.
But if people really take the time to listen to the shit that they're listening to, they're hearing the music, but they're not listening to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're hearing the beat, they're hearing the voice. You know, they like that type of stuff, but they're not listening to the actual message. And I listen to music because I like music, so I actually take in what the fuck they're saying. And they're telling you not to do this shit. They're telling you that they did this because that was their apartment complex. Like MO3 has a whole song about the apartments with Boosie Badass. Well, Lil Boosie, but back then he was Boosie Badass. But you know what I mean? Like, he's got a whole joint dedicated to just kind of explaining where he came from. So take it from all of these fucking rappers getting locked up and all this other dumb shit that's going on in the world, and just try to help. You know what I mean? Lead guidance. Try to talk. I get into it with a lot of my homies, and they get mad at me, but I'd be wrong if I didn't tell them when they were fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta think. So a lot of these dudes that grew up in the trenches, right? They do the shit to get out. The ones that get out and stay out and move to better communities, they tend to live a little bit longer. The ones that try to stay in the hood, like fucking Snitch 9, right? I ain't gonna lie, I like his music, right? He did what he did. When you doing this stuff, but you still live in the hood because you want to be this person, it's not gonna turn out well. Especially if you got people that are using the fuck out of you and using you like a motherfucking, you know.
If you're getting extorted from your gang.
Yeah, man, it's not your gang, bro.
They find out that they're doing it to you, or they're if it's retaliation is a must at that point, and if you don't, then you're just gonna keep getting extorted. And then when you get federally indicted, you're gonna snitch on everybody. And then when you get out of prison, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You can't do what 6ix9ine did.
Yeah.
6ix9ine did all he could while he was in prison to get more money for security when he got out, because he knew he was going against the National Blood Organization. It wasn't just, it was the treetops in LA. It was, you know what I mean, sex, money, murder on the east side. It was all types of shit. It's not good. And the minute he loses any kind, that's why 6ix9ine's doing whatever he can for money so he can keep his security.
Listen, even with security, right? You gotta think, right? If someone really wanted to get got, they could do it, get away with it, and never be found out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How much you want to bet that 6ix9ine's doing this shit again?
Could you let me ask you this, right? If you know what you're doing, if you know where someone's about to be, if you hired a sniper, if you got someone who knows how to fucking shoot,
yeah, if you spend enough money.
Could you imagine someone just walking, talking to his face, hey, what's up?
But he's not beefing with anybody that big.
No.
6ix9ine's a spec.
The motherfuckers that say, the people that he got locked up, right? Say if...
when they get out, yeah.
Now if they get out. I mean, it's a possibility. Motherfuckers just waiting for the perfect time. Like, yo, you put away a lot of
only
motherfuckers.
got, what, 10 years?
Man, you told on some people.
He told who?
He told on some people.
What was the set that he was repping?
Who, Blood?
Yeah, well, it was like...
Oh, Treyway.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Treyway.
Treyway! Yo.
This shit bumps, but I can't listen to it no more. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, I fucks with it. It gets you hyped
It's
up.
catchy and it does get you bumped up, but the lyrics and like after what happened,
he said he said he did an interview. He said, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. He's like, he started reciting one of his songs. He's like, yo, what the fuck does that even mean? He talking about the Fifi song.
Oh yeah.
He's like, that
he
shit.
Said, I got that drip drip, got that Fifi, got that drip drip, got that super soaker or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, what the fuck does that even mean? He's like, but the shit's. He said it's hot. The shit's hot fire. It's shit fire.
I mean, listen to Gummo. Gummo is the song that blew him up, and he said, "Blicky got the stiffia." That was like the first fucking. It was like the first words. Like you could tell he's just like, oh, I feel this beat.
It's like you got this shit's about to be hard as fuck.
It's fire, man. It's trash. He said it. He said it one time. He said, "Man, my shit's trash, but people love it."
Yeah. As long as people fuck with it.
He said, "I hate my own music."
Oh God.
I'm like, you're such a like. Fuck. But yeah, I mean, don't gangbang. It ain't worth it. And if you're from that type of neighborhood and you do end up gangbanging, do it different.
Think for yourself.
Yeah.
Always think for yourself. No matter who you are, don't let someone think for you or make you change your opinion. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start thinking for yourself. People out here now, if this thing doesn't tell you what's going on or what's what, then they can't function.
Like, if your big homie is helping you and whatnot, yeah, stay loyal or whatever to the family. Don't be like out here. If your big homie gives you a gun and tells you to go shoot a bunch of random people to earn your stripes, don't do that shit. Just take the gun and shoot him in his face. And then guess what? You the big homie now.
Yeah. Now you the big homie.
I mean, that's how it works. They're like, damn, he just shot that nigga in his face. I mean, they just shot that dude in his face.
I fucking love you. I love editing.
I'm too black for mine, dude. Anyway.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck. This is a good one.
I love your save. I tried to hold it in because I knew you wanted to just keep going, but I couldn't hold it in.
I don't even remember what I was saying. But like, yeah, just do
you, baby.
Do what you gotta do. Be yourself. Stay independent. If you gotta join a gang. But I recommend that you don't try to, change the neighborhood.
Be yourself.
Or, switch up the block or whatever the fuck Lil Durk said one time.
Lil Durk.
I love Lil Durk, but I don't agree with half the shit he says. King Von shit's bump, but I just don't agree with half the shit he says. I still listen to it. I don't know why. 6ix9ine's no go anymore though. I haven't been able to listen to him since 2018.
It's been a while.
It's been a while because he's been a snitch for a while.
Oh, good. So, man, I seen your motherfucking shit on TV, man. Seen your commercial on TV.
Yeah, we got the boats and soap shit up.
Oh shit! Is it on YouTube? Like if for this
sure.
channel that it was on, I wonder if
go look up TV10 WRNR and watch their stuff. I might pop up. Just go watch it and see if I pop up, and go give some traffic to them too.
Where can they find it at? What's it called?
TV10 WRNR.
Looking
on
for
YouTube. Just type that in and it'll pop right up. It'll say WRNR.
But what's the brand on there?
Boats and Soaps.
Boom.
Boats and Soaps on TV10 WRNR. And it's if you're local, it's 106.5 FM, 7:40 AM.
And don't fucking forget that goddamn Instagram. You know Stone Collective Supply Company.
Stone Collective Supply Company, baby.
Smoking big doinks over here, you heard?
Yeah, we're making big moves. I'm trying to keep things quiet, and that's for a good reason. You guys are gonna find out real soon. So just go over to Instagram, follow us, and just keep the lookout for shit coming up. We got some big stuff coming.
Hope you guys have a good week, y'all.
Yep. It's been a blessed one. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm Caleb.
I'm Zach.
And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on your way out.
Hit 'em up.
Peace.
Peace.